I think Korean dramas the last few years have really increased their production quality. And Koreans are very good storytellers, are very good at presentation. I think Korean dramas, music, movies have really made an impact because they've presented an alternative to Western high quality, high budget dramas and movies and music. I think Korean dramas have now become world quality and world class in their aspect of presentation.
You're citing production values, but what about the content?
I think in terms of content, I think Korea has a lot of stories that have yet to be told, and right now I think the stories that are being told in Korea, whether they're modern stories or now the recent trend toward historical epics, are just kind of the start, the beginning of a breadth of stories that have yet to been told throughout Asia, because Korea has 5,000 years of history, and in those years of history, there's been a lot of turbulence, up and down, wars, a lot of great accomplishments as well, and all those stories and all those experiences have led to a great emphasis on storytelling, and a lot of different and high-quality stories as well.
Do you think the historical drama is the most popular, the most successful medium of the Korean wave so far?
I think in the first wave, it was the contemporary, modern love stories and modern tragedies. But Winter Sonata, right? But now I think the recent phenomena has been, as with the Jewel in the Palace, that has been a hit all over Asia, a lot of the historical epics based on the royal period or the Three Kingdom period. So a lot of these historical epics are now the new wave of Korean dramas.
What about pop stars like Rain?
Rain, I think, is a phenomenon. But not only Rain, there are a lot of singers out there that have taken the region by storm. And I think when you really look at it, it's not that I don't think it's that Korean artists are any better in any musical aspect, but in terms of presentation, in terms of the glamour, the glitz, I think Koreans are very good at presentation of different pop stars.
Now, Korean pop stars like Rain have even toured in the United States. We're also seeing Korean horror movies, or K-horror, being remade in Hollywood. Are you reading this as a significant shift of cultural trends moving from east to west as opposed to west to east?
I think they are very significant right now. This is a beginning, I think, and Korea is leading that wave of east to west. We think that so far it's only been west to east, but I think right now it's a great time. I think it's the beginning of a new trend in the 21st century, where you're going to see a lot of formats, a lot of stories, like I told you before, that have yet to be told. Being told here in Asia as well as out in the West.
Now, as the managing director of MTV Networks here in Korea, you have to be a trend watcher. So what's the next big thing in terms of the Korean wave?
I think the next big thing, I mean, we've had the music wave, we've had the drama wave, we've had the movies. I think the next big thing is going to be a holistic cultural experience, where I think the history that has yet to be told, a lot of the deeper stories that have yet to be told, are going to be translated, whether they're through movies, whether they're through dramas, music, or what new medium there might be, is going to be translated. I think the next big thing might also be what we call here UCC, user created content.
How long is the Korean wave really going to last, especially when you have other cultures copying and studying all the techniques?
I think that's a good question. We don't know, to be honest, but I think the Korean wave, and I don't like to use the word wave, but I think Korean culture and Korean pop culture is here to stay. And whether it's going to be as big as it is right now, no one knows. But I think it will still fulfill that niche, fulfill a strong element of pop culture across Asia. Because right now, Asia is in a period where a lot of pop culture is being shared across borders, not only Korean but Japanese as well as Chinese in the future.
Yeah, hybridization too.
Exactly, and I think in the future you're going to see not a choice between this culture or that culture, but every culture, every pop culture will have its place within the greater Asian cultural community. And I think that will also translate in the West.